The Get Better podcast is for entertainment purposes only. The opinions expressed are those of the participants. Please remember to gamble responsibly.
Welcome to Get Better Sports for April 27th. I'm here with Troy Gubb. Great time to be a Toronto sports fan right now. It's a great time of year period, really, when you talk about sports. There's just so much going on. We're around the corner. Last week of the regular season for the NHL. Leafs are looking good heading into the playoffs. Home ice advantage. We're going to talk a little bit about that. MLB is off and running. Jays look unreal right now.
Look good.
Fun team to watch. I know you'll have a couple of takes on that.
Yeah.
Raptors are in the thick of it. Coming back. Down 3. The series is now 3-2. They win tomorrow night. Force a game 7. Nice. It's it, right?
Just chill. Not too high. Not too low.
It is a fun time to be a Toronto sports fan.
It's probably the best time of year to be like a sports fan in general in Toronto, right? It's got to be.
Yeah.
I do like start of the seasons. Like I really start of NFL season, get my first fantasy team in that. Yeah. That's a really fun time too. But I would say like April, mid-April is the playoffs are starting a little later than usual. Like that's probably the best time.
Yeah, it is. And there's just so much going on and it's fun to watch.
So much.
Like last night, I watched a ton of sports. Raps obviously didn't play because they were off. I watched the Leafs play. Matthews get the 60 goals.
Good for Matthews.
Good for Matthews. He gets the 60 goals. They get the win. And then I flip over and I'm watching the Jays down, bottom of 9th, come back. Springer ties it up. And then they go to the extras. Jordan Romano comes in, lights out. They put Bo on 2, intentionally walk Vladdy. Like just the excitement around it. It's just so fun. Just so much fun. And then you get guys like Alejandro Kirk, who has a really good at bat. And like you just feel like this whole team is clicking together, right? And then obviously the basically sack fly that brings Bo home. You're like, everything's just working right now, and it's fun to watch. How are things with you, man?
Good, man. Like it's such a good sports time. It's every day there's something on nonstop. Really excited. I don't even know where to start, but you hit on a couple things. Why don't we start by just talking about the Raptors right now? Like to me, we're on the edge of history. And, I've been very wrong in this series so far. So I do feel like I'm a jinx, and there's just certain things I don't want to say out loud right now. Like I'm that deep into this run where
elaborate on wrong. What do you mean by wrong?
I've been wrong. Like I had, if you look on our Instagram and our social, like every bet and every take I've had on the Raptors has been absolutely wrong. It's to the point now where I'm going to place money on the Sixers just so that I'm happy either way. It's that old, we've talked about this, like the betting happiness, let me be happy for my home team, or let me be happy that I won something in my pocket. Like that's where it's at with this team. No team has ever in the NBA history come back from 3-0, and it's just the recipe for it. There's a part of me that wants to jump ahead so much, like, and just absolutely jinx us by start talking about, what it's going to be like to play. And this is something I have to say, if this is my like close-up take, Mark, if you hear this is like a good close-up time here. It's like American media is just so into what the other team is doing wrong and just not giving credit to the Raptors and how we've adjusted and how the defense is coming along and how we've progressed throughout the series, to the fact that we've kind of got their number now. At the same time, I don't want to curse anything. We should be up 3-2 in this series. We're not. But I love Nurse's quote about, no one's ever done 3-0, but if they win that first one, 3-1's been done. Right. It's just a nice little quote. It's a nice thing to remember. I'm like, what's that speech you're giving to the team in the locker room? This is about legacy. Like no one might remember these people for maybe none of them. I don't know who's going to make Hall of Fame, who's going to win anything. They've got their title, but who's going to remember them 20, 30 years? Yeah. If they come back from 3-0 for the rest of their lives, they're going to be asked when another team's down 3-0, what did you guys do? And people are going to remember them for the rest of time as that one team, the first team that ever came back. The way Boston came back, the way the Leafs came back in like, was it 67? I don't know when the first one was, but those they remember that. So you're really fighting for legacy here. But again, I'm calm.
Well,
I don't want to jump ahead and start talking about Fred VanVleet, Coach Fred versus Coach Kyle in round 2 because they're both injured. Like, I don't want to jump that far ahead. Calm and cool.
I think it's like they've played this entire season with a level of doubt over them, right? Like there's been this cloud of doubt, big chip, where everyone thinks like, you lost Kyle, obviously you don't have Kawhi, you didn't have him last year, but you don't have like, who is that sort of that number one star? Who is your, call it Joel Embiid, your James Harden, whoever it is, right? And a lot of people are saying, well, is that Freddie? Is Freddie the guy? Is it Siakam? Is Siakam the guy?
Yeah, probably Pascal. Yeah,
it's probably Pascal, but realistically, like you just look at the collective of this group, the way they've come together, the way they've played. Like Gary Trent, like I'm the biggest Gary Trent fan. I think if he goes off in a game, that's it. Like I think that is a game. He's a game changer. OG, the stuff he's done this series, unreal.
He's my favorite player. He's my favorite player in the NBA. Like I don't know why OG can do nothing wrong. Sometimes his dribbling just like it frustrates me a bit, but I'm like, he's going to get better. But he's just so clutch. I find he misses a bunch of threes and he'll just hit that big one for you.
Yeah. I just think the way the team has come together has been fun to watch. The way they've turned this series around has been fun to watch.
Yeah. I like the way they're built. It's just, we're really trying to go positionalist. Oh, I can never say the word. Positionless basketball, right?
Yeah.
And 1 through 5, anybody can play anywhere, everybody can guard everywhere. We switch everything. It is just, it's really fun to watch us play defense. I love the way we play defense, the way we turn over teams. It's just really, really fun to watch.
Yeah.
Kudos to Messiah and Bobby. It's
you got to give them full credit for it.
We're doing our own thing here. We're not copying anybody.
No, yeah. And I think the biggest turning point in this series was when Scotty Barnes came back in.
Yeah, that was big.
Like you just felt a momentum shift. You felt like the team rallied around it, like everyone got behind it. Like there was an exciting moment there. And the other question that I ask you is, are the Raptors better in this series right now without Freddie?
I love Freddie. Love Freddie. He's so instrumental. He was so instrumental in our title run. I just love the guy. But you can see he's playing hurt. Maxey was, beating him off the dribble. He could get beat more than he used to be. He's a little bit slower there. He gives up a little size. Don't get me wrong. I'd love if he can still steal that ball. He'll sneak in there, takes him from Joel. But this series, we look much better as a team right now without him. We're going to miss his shooting. We're not going to shoot the ball as well from 3, but I think we defend better now.
Although truthfully, like he wasn't shooting the 3 ball as well as he was.
He got hurt.
Early in the season. I don't know if that's an injury thing, or I don't know if it's just the touch has gone flat a little bit, but I agree with you. I think they look better without him right now.
He'll be back. We're going to need him. Like if we go on to the next round, we are going to need him.
So what I know you don't want to place any predictions on this. You don't want to talk win or lose tomorrow. Game 6.
I don't want to.
Game 7.
I'll tell you this though. I'm more nervous about game 6 than I am game 7, just for the sake of we finally got to a point in the series. Like, we got game 5. We got game 4, but we won game 5 in a convincing fashion. So they should wake them up a bit. They probably went home thinking, oh, we'll wrap this up. And they did. Now the other team's going to wake up and we might just go, we got him now. Like we might just relax and let our guard down. I'm really worried about the first 5 minutes of this game. We're going to know everything, I think, right then. So, it's going to be a good crowd. It's going to be hyped. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, I'm going to be there tomorrow. It's going to be fun.
Oh, you're going?
Be there. Yeah, I'll be there tomorrow.
Nice.
Which I'm really excited about. Atmosphere should be.
I was there Saturday. It was pretty incredible.
Awesome. Yeah, it should be a lot of fun. A lot of fun to watch.
I'll say this about Joel, and if they do lose the series, he needs to learn something about closing out teams. And he does things that a winner doesn't do too early. Do you remember this? Like the plane, like he's flying around. People were doing that in the stadium, and now it's the plane, and now it's the clap.
Yeah.
So a plane and a clap. There you go, Mr. Embiid. Sorry, sir. You out of here. That's what I want it to be. But
not in the least bit a Joel Embiid fan.
I would love
in the least bit.
I feel like he would fit in Toronto
we don't have a big. But I think I just don't. My thing is with him right now, and we've seen this in the past. When the going gets tough, he just crumbles, right?
Oh yeah,
and that's where it's at. Like and now I wonder if that level of doubt is creeping back into his mind. So I hear you. It's like now, they got to come out. They're going to push hard tomorrow.
Big game.
And a big game for them, which might be an interesting. And again, like that from a betting take, that first quarter, first half could be an interesting one to look at and watch.
I wish I knew the odds of when we were down 3-0.
Yeah.
Just like, what would that look like? What's that bet look like? I'm very curious to know. That would have been a nice little bet. Should think about that from now on when teams are doing.
But again, like that's the momentum swings in playoffs, right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, and I thought about it afterwards. I thought after game 1, and then after game 2, I was like, there's no way that the Sixers are going to continue to shoot this way. I just thought like I felt like the Raps are eventually going to get a handle on this.
Yeah.
They're going to shoot the ball better. They're just going to have they just need one big night. And again, I think the first 5 minutes is crucial. If they can stay in the game in the first 5 minutes, not allow the Sixers to build up a big lead.
Yeah.
Just stay in the game.
We got something really special in Scotty Barnes. Like I love it. Congrats on Rookie of the Year. He's going to be, I feel like he's going to be the man of the city soon. Like he's the the keys to the guy, but we'll see.
Well, he will be the guy.
Oh yeah.
Eventually he will. Yeah. Without a doubt. And there's just way too much talent there.
So what do you think? You think we're winning the series? Think we're going to be the first team?
I think they got a legit shot. I think they force a game 7, go back to Philly and make it really hard. I do. I think they got a shot.
So tense on Saturday.
Oh, it'll be crazy. But I do believe that. I think they figured something out. They've got confidence now. Mm-hmm. And I hear you on like, you can't relax, you can't take a step back. You got them now. I think you keep, but I also don't think like Nick Nurse isn't coached that way, right? Like the guy's a magician at the end of the day. This
is legacy. This is legacy. Really,
totally.
This will be bigger than your title. Like this will be remembered.
Yeah.
Way more than a second title would. So
for sure.
Legacy. For sure. It's cool. Immortal.
And I love
cool. That should be the word. This is immortal.
I love the fact that that we can sit back now as Toronto Raptors fans and shove it into Shaq's face. There is no sweep, man. Sweep.
No.
Give me a break, man. Ridiculous. Silliness. Man. Silly talk with the sweep.
Can't wait. I really hope we get this. And then next week when we talk a little Kentucky Derby, we can talk a little bit of round 2. Because it'd be interesting to see. Could we beat the Heat? I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know.
Okay, well, let's move over to our good friends, the Toronto Maple Leafs. Looks like we're locked in.
Leafs. Yeah.
Looks like we're getting Tampa Bay Lightning. Just, casual first round versus the Stanley Cup champions.
Back-to-back Stanley Cup champions.
Back-to-back Stanley Cup champions. Okay, so like when's the last time someone's 3? Probably not a long time. They played a lot of hockey.Maybe this is the year. Luke,
I don't know.
Boone.
So here's my take on this one with Toronto.
Yeah.
They go into this series with all of the pressure.
Yes.
All of the pressure rides on Toronto because and as everybody knows, they haven't been able to get it around 1. Tampa Bay, theoretically, when you think about it, they got nothing really to lose here. They've won back-to-back Stanley Cup championships. Would they want a third? 100%. They would love to. But as far as pressure goes, Toronto is going to be feeling it far more than the Tampa Bay Lightning ever will, right? And there was a point in time where it was potentially looking like Boston or Tampa Bay, and I was saying, I want Tampa Bay, I don't want Boston. And now I don't know. Now I don't know because I think this is like Tampa's kind of peaking at the right time here.
Yeah.
They've won 4 of their last 5.
Absolutely smoked us too.
Smoked us. I mean, and yeah, smoked us, but we didn't. Again, Austin wasn't in the lineup, I don't think, for that one. But they've got. Yeah, here we go. I know we're gonna talk about us. We're gonna get there. Yeah,
Austin's my favorite.
Yeah. Oh my god. At the end of the day, they've got incredible talent and arguably the best goalie in the league right now in Vasilevsky. Like, and so do you really want to run into that in the first round? I don't know. Part of me is like, Boston, there's just too much history there. And another series loss to Boston in the first round would break the fan base. They'd be done. It would be catastrophic.
So you tell me we got a built-in excuse already? Like if we lose to Tampa, like, oh, the Stanley Cup champions, so it's okay?
No, there's no excuses. If they lose, full shakeup. It's done with this group.
There's gonna be some big
front office, the whole bit.
We'll need a big trade. I still feel like the one thing, like, I hope I'm wrong. And again, I'm a big trust the process guy. They should be able to conquer their demons. It's taken them a little bit longer than I had hoped, but this is a part of learning and growth. You gotta fail. You gotta fail to get to that next level. Yeah. But this also is, do you have the right people? We're gonna find out, because if we don't win this series, no matter who we get, you have to make a big trade. And there's going to be a shakeup at the top. It just has to. Like, you can't run this back again, because there's something fundamentally wrong in the room. Then, to me,
agreed.
The question is, though, I did want Boston because I wanted us to conquer our demon. I think that would be such a sigh of relief. Saying that, to knock off the Stanley Cup champions, just a wait. Watch how free. I'd say this: if we win that first round, again, let's forward thinking here, jumping ahead of myself, but I think we sweep round 2. I don't care who we get, just because the weight's lifted off us.
And so it's funny you say that, because my thought is, and I'm banking on this because I have a futures bet on them to win the East right now, and I placed it recently.
Okay.
And so the odds weren't awesome, but I placed it recently because I think if they get through the first round, and I'm banking on them getting through the first round, they've got to get through it. It has to happen here now. The year that they've had, the success that they've seen with the core of their group, and I'm talking like, yes, Austin 60-goal season should win the Hart. Let's have that conversation. I know you want to. We're going to get there.
Yeah.
Mitch Marner, 97 points right now. Could he get to 101 game left? Maybe he might get there.
Yeah.
Tavares doesn't maybe have the season that we want, but still he's a leader of the group for sure. Fine. Sure. Nylander looked great when Austin was out for those series of games. Nylander went off, and he's been phenomenal for majority of the year. Then you got guys like Engvall, you got guys like Kerfoot. Have all played in a big piece. I feel like everyone has taken another step here for the most part, right? A little sketchy on the back end with Campbell. Campbell's going to be a key to
You don't need goaltending in the playoffs, right?
No, 100% you do. And that's my biggest concern is Jack Campbell.
Oh, man, he's got to play good. I'm so nervous for him.
I'm nervous for him too. But I think at the end of the day, they just get through this first round. And then to your point, I just think they roll from there. Yeah, I have a futures bet on them to win the East.
I like that. It's a good bet.
On the basis that they get through this first round. And then from there, and like I'm saying that, and don't get me wrong, Florida is incredibly good.
Tavares is going to be key in this playoffs. I think you shut down the big stars. It's the other guys you need on the team to win the Stanley Cup. So I think he'll be that unsung hero, and he's going to have a great series coming up.
But I also think if Mitch Marner and Austin Matthews do nothing in the playoffs, there's going to be a ton more question marks there, because then that's how many years in a row where we've seen nothing.
They're gonna get shut down, man. You get shut down in the playoffs. Yeah. You don't get. He's not gonna. Everything's a little tighter. They're gonna have a good read on you.
Mm-hmm. So let's go circle back though. Austin Matthews.
Yeah. So you got him winning the Hart. You're handing the MVP of the league. He's the best player in the
60 goals in 73 games. Yeah. Hasn't been done in over a decade. Last person to do it, Steven Stamkos, the 2011-2012 season. And he did it faster than Stamkos did it. in 73 games. He did it faster than Ovechkin did it. The only person that I think he didn't do it quicker with and sort of call it the modern era of hockey would have been Mario Lemieux. But he did it faster than Jerome McGinley. He did, or not Jerome McGinley, Jaromir Jagr.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think he is an elite goal scorer. When the puck is on his stick, there's absolutely no question that he is a threat and it's going to go in the back of the net.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's worthy of MVP status. I really do. The season that he had and what he's done, I do.
You're a goal man.
I do believe that.
You're a goal man. You don't go for the playmaker so much, right?
You're gonna go with this, okay?
Yeah,
give me your Connor McDavid take.
You know what? It's funny that the odds are so favored right now on every book I see. It's like minus 310 for Austin and plus 300 for McDavid. I think McDavid is the better player. To me, it's no doubt in my mind. I think he makes the players around him better. I think he's more valuable to a team than Austin Matthews.
You think Bunting has the season he has without playing on the line with Austin?
No. He don't get me wrong. He's helped him out as well, but
totally.
I'm a McDavid guy, man. I don't know if it's Canadiana in me or what. I just
don't like Austin.
All right. Yeah, I just need to see him do something because he's on my team. I need to see him do something with a little bit of toughness in the playoffs. I just need something that's a little bit tough. I need to see him get dirty.
Okay.
I need to see him, not get shut down.
That's fair.
And really curious through this thing. But I'm still going with McDavid. He's won the MVP before, and he just had his greatest season he's ever had. So
from a points perspective, I don't not from a goals perspective.
Yeah, this is his best season ever.
Yeah,
as a Art Ross Trophy winner.
Yeah, and you know what? I love McDavid too. I think he's an incredible talent. He's probably the best player in the league.
Yeah.
And you can't deny that.
Yeah, he got 50 more points than Austin Matthews this year.
He got how many?
15
more points. Yeah, he passed the puck really well. He did. He passed the puck really well. He got a lot of
your guy got a bunch of one times. Thanks.
Yeah, times that hit the back of the net that count as goals. Right. You have, and that's what I'm saying. You got to remember assists. I could pass it to you. You pass to the goal scorer and they score, and that's still chalk it up as another assist. Playmaking is important. Yes, playmaking is absolutely important, no question. Yeah. And it is a team sport, no question. But if you're not putting the puck in the back of the net, you can't win games. You can't win games. You can't put the puck in the back of the net. And he did it 60 times.
He did it a lot of times. He did really good.
Did a lot of time.
Yeah,
it is a good debate. Yeah. It is a good debate because you can't deny.
Yeah, you're a guy. You like Brett. You thought Brett Hall was better than Gretzky. I get it.
I didn't say that.
That's what you're saying. I mean, that's what you're saying, man. Sorry.
No, how am I saying
Golden
that?
Jet? What was Golden Brett?
It was the Golden Jet.
Yeah. Golden Jet was his dad.
I'm not. Yeah. You're right. I think you're right.
Yeah.
I'm not that's not what I'm saying. So thanks for putting those words in my mouth. But
you like Ovechkin more than you like Crosby. That's who you like, right? You're an Ovechkin guy, not a Crosby guy. Right?
No, I didn't say that. Why? Because you're looking at strictly from a goals perspective. No,
I'm looking at from who's a playmaker.
Sure. Who's won more hearts? I wonder out of those two. There's an interesting stack.
I bet you Crosby.
I need to look that up.
He's a goalman. Ovi's a goalman. He's not a playmaker. He's a goalman.
I know, but there's no criteria there.
I bet you most of his assists come off slap shot rebounds.
Jeez. I think the reason why everyone's looking at Austin is because of getting to 60 goals in 73 games is a feat. Again, hasn't been done in over a decade. It's huge. It's huge.
It's a good season.
And I will give you this. It is the Toronto market.
Yes,
so because it's the Toronto market, the market
that have most
probably plays into that a little bit. Fine. I'll give you that.
Right.
But I still think it's worthy of the MVP conversation.
Right. You're probably right. You're probably right. They're probably going to give it to him. But again, if you were starting a team tomorrow, we gave Luke Boone a franchise. your first pick in the for the the Luke Boone bartenders are who?
Yeah, you're still probably going Connor McDavid, but it doesn't mean that I think he deserves the heart this year. I just don't think
the best player is not going to get the heart. Sure. Okay. Guess that makes sense. In your fantasy down.
You're ridiculous, man.
But go ahead, Austin. Cheers. Congrats on your win, bud. Let's see you get through the first round. Hopefully
we should have a friendly wager on this one.
How about this? How about a wager this? Who gets more points in the first round of the playoffs? McDavid or Connor? I'm sorry.
Wow.
Connor or Austin?
Connor or Austin?
Yeah. Who gets more points in the first round of the playoffs? Connor McDavid or Austin? Tell us down below. Who do you have? I know it's Connor.
You do for a fact?
I just talked to you. Tavares is going to be the guy that steps up, and he's going to be the guy that gets the points for us.
But who's this? You don't think they're going to sit there and try to shut down Connor McDavid? Of course they are.
No, it's a little tough because he's the best player. He's the best player in the league, so he's the guy you don't shut down as well. So,
oh my God, yeah, okay,
friendly wager,
fair. Here's what I think is. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It'd be interesting to see how this plays out.
Yeah.
So, I think Toronto, Tampa. What's your prediction? How does that end? I think it goes 7.
I believe, like after everything I've just said, it's trusting the process of the growth of the core of the team. We exercise the demon. We go and win and get through the first round. And I think we go right to the Stanley Cup Finals.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a pick who I think is going to win the Stanley Cup Finals. Do you have a pick who you think? Do you have a favorite?
I don't actually. I haven't thought about it enough.
I got Calgary Flames.
I was gonna, you know what? And I think Calgary, yeah. And I think it's they almost fly a little under the radar.
Of course.
You know what I mean? They'll be in tough.
That's a coach, man. That's a
you
coach.
You got to get through Colorado, which is not going to be easy. No question. Yeah. That's not going to be easy. You know what? I think the Toronto Tampa Bay series goes deep. I think it could go 6 or 7. I got the Leafs coming out of that series. Okay. Edmonton's going to play LA. That season series is 3-1 for Edmonton.
Yeah.
And I think Edmonton might get that done early. So in that sense, that's why I'm going to take Austin on more points, because
Edmonton's going through. Yeah. We're going to have a Calgary versus Edmonton playoff series. It's going to be wild.
It's going to be fantastic.
It's going to happen. It's going to be awesome.
It'd be great. It'd be fun.
Yeah. So, disagree with you on this Austin thing. Sounds like someone's had a bit too much bone broth this week. Luke,
you had to bring up the bone. Okay, the bone broth fast.
Yeah, let's go. Let's give us a little update here. A little get better.
Let's have a little pause before we get to these guys here and just update on current health status.
What's going on, man? Talk about it. I see you're gearing up. You want to get the pool body's got to get ready.
Yeah, summer's around the corner.
I got to shed a few tarps off. Yeah.
The return to office is around the corner. And squeezing into a buttoned-up shirt right now is a challenge. The buttons are begging for help. They're begging for help when the shirt goes on. So there's a bit of that. And then
coming back to the office most improved. Like, haven't seen you in 2 years in person.
No.
Yeah, me neither,
that's
man.
not me. No. Not me. I feel like I've aged so much in 2 years. And packed on way too many pounds, and I've sat far too much at this desk right here. But yeah, you know what? I read a lot of good things about it, and truthfully, I feel pretty good. So the nature of it is, it's a 3-day bone broth cleanse. The only thing you can consume is basically bone broth, water, and you can have herbal teas. That's it.
Bone broth, water,
and herbal tea.
Okay, just out of curiosity, do you just put a bone with some meat in it in the water and let it boil? Like, how do you make a bone?
Yes, you can make your own bone broth, but you can also purchase it. There's lots of people that make bone broth.
Did you make
it's different than stock, right? Like, I didn't make my own. Okay. I was going to, and then I got lazy, and so I bought the bone broth and been drinking it. But I've drank beef. I've drank beef and chicken bone broth. Wow. And that's basically what
3 days of this.
It's incredibly good. Everything that I've read, and I feel really good.
Good.
It's incredibly good for your gut. Good gut health. Good for your joints. Great on your skin.
Yeah.
all the collagen in the bones, in the bone broth.
Okay.
It's so tons of health benefits. And on top of that, I'm shedding some lbs.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been doing the bone broth. I won't lie, man.
Yeah.
And it's actually really interesting when we cook at home, if my wife's cooking, the aromas are so intense. The third day, it's like everything smells incredibly delicious.
Really?
I'm so excited to eat again. Now, I can't just turn around and eat a cheeseburger right now. That I can't do. But I imagine if I did right now, if I had a bite of a cheeseburger right now, it would probably be the best tasting thing I've had.
Well, surprise, Luke. I went on a delivery app about 40 minutes ago, and arriving in 2 minutes at your house right now is a double cheeseburger.
From where?
And a poutine.
Double cheeseburger and a poutine.
From a local shop. How are you going to be able to eat it, or are you going to throw it out? You're going to just toss it?
I can't have it, man. I can't eat that. That is
you just let it go to waste.
Also,
kids are sleeping, man.
Incredibly mean of you to do that. Because I just finished telling you how incredible food smells right now.
Any moment now, you hear the doorbell ring. It's one you might have to answer. Let's move on to the Jays. Awful. So that's great, though. Good for you on the health kick there.
And actually, a quick question.
Are you coming off it? Do you have a meal that you're going to come off it?
No, not yet. I got to figure that out. But apparently, you got to do pretty slow. You can't do that. You can't just jump into a cheeseburger. Think about all that work you did on your gut, and then all of a sudden it's like boom, gone.
Oh yeah, here you go, clean.
But a question for you: how's the foot?
Foot's looking great, man. I'm telling you right now. I had a lot of people that had this done. I'm on. So I'm getting my wrapping tomorrow. We are officially 1 month in. I feel like I could run, which is crazy.
How far are we away from the golf course?
I had a club in the garage yesterday, and I was just casually swinging it. And I'm like, I can do a round like this. I can do a round. I did a round. Basically, I have the boot on. So, I could walk around like this and hit a ball and have a little fun. But I'm not going to rush it. We'll get a little update tomorrow. I'm at that point now where I'm like, I think the bone, I've done a lot of time lapsing of what happens to bone heal. So now the bone's starting to form, but I think it's a little soft still. So got to be really careful not to push myself outside of this and really follow the order. But so far, so great. Very, very impressed with the technique that I decided to go with for this. Yes. And I'm working on my documentary. I have to finally get a male testimonial for bunion surgery.
A male testimonial for bunion surgery.
Yeah. I'm always looking for again, like we talked about it, the Raptors win. Like I'm always looking for my legacy piece. What's the thing that our great grandkids will remember about Troy Gavin and Luke Boone? So far, it's the Get Better podcast and our 136 followers. So it's
are we even at 136?
I don't know. I just took a shot in the dark there, but we're almost up at 1,000 downloads. Have we reached 1,000 yet? We gotta be getting there.
I don't think so, man.
We're talking about getting that 1,000 for 2 months now.
Yeah.
Let's go, listeners. We're gonna need a share here, guys. We're gonna need a little bit of a share.
More downloads. We do. Yeah. A few more downloads, a few more shares would be nice to have. Well, it's good to hear that your foot is healthy and well. This summer, maybe, you never know. You might be up off your feet, run around, trying out some new things. Maybe there's some pickleball in your future. You never know.
Ooh, pickleball.
Yeah, it's the hot new sport, man.
Dude, we gotta play
coming
this.
On hot. I'd love to. I've watched the video. It looks like such a fun game to play. It kind of reminds me of you're playing obviously it looks like tennis, but I love table tennis too. Ping pong, table tennis, whatever you call it. Big. I love the game. And that's what it kind of reminds me of, right? It's just I don't know.
We should we should play each other in this game. You've never played, right?
Never played.
Never played. I've never played either. I've never once played pickleball, but I've seen some of the rules. There's certain areas you're not allowed to hit the ball in. I think it's all underhand, so you don't get those. There's more rallies in it because of that. So it looks really fun. It does look really fun.
Can you play head to head, or is it always teams of two?
I don't know. Actually, we should do a team. We should do a team and enter a tournament.
Let's see how far we can go in pickleball.
That would be hilarious. And we film the whole thing.
Seriously.
Just like turning each other. Like, come on, man, pickle that ball, Boone. Come on, buddy. Why do they call it pickleball? Like, what is? Is there a pickle? Question. Like, is there something to do with that? Like, oh, we're in a pickle. Like, or there's got to be some context to it.
No, I don't.
Oh no, that area we can't touch. Oh, that's a pickle. We can't go in there.
There's got to be a reason. We gotta look that up. Right, we'll look at why they call it pickleball. But I like that idea. Yeah. We should put a team together. Let's train hard. Let's see how far we can do it, man.
Let's enter tournament, film the whole thing.
I'm down.
I'm 100% down. 100% down. I'm in.
It's a goal for the summer.
Okay.
Part of the Get Better project. Yeah.
Get better at pickleball.
Yeah. Get that.
Another legacy piece, man. Another legacy piece.
I love it. You might need to go on a bone broth. Funds, man.
I do need to
heal that foot. All right.
Jays take. No, we've talked a lot here.
Yeah.
How you feeling about our Jays?
Really good.
Pretty good start, eh?
It's a really good start. Yeah. What did I say they were? 12 and 6.
12 and 6.
12 and 6. I don't know what they did tonight with Ross stripping on the mound.
I think we're at a lot. Well, it's a loss. I still am worried a little bit about the pitchers. You know, I said off the start, this is a wild card team, and right now we're sitting in the wild card. So Yankees pass us tonight. So
yeah, I mean, there's again tough division. There's going to be some back and forth there for sure, but I feel really good, like really, really good. There's games where they've battled back, like they seem like for the most part, they haven't been totally blown out. For the most part, they seem to be in games. There's the odd game here and there, and that's going to happen over the course of the season. There's just way too many games where you're just you're bound to have a bad one here and there. I agree with you. Yeah. I agree with you on the pitching too.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like
holes, but
a couple
Noah and I'm a huge fan. Noah and Gausman. Good get there.
Yeah. Barrios has got to turn it around
a little bit. Yeah. Rio's done.
But I think the bullpen's not been bad either.
No, it's been pretty good.
Simmer's been good.
Yeah.
Simmer's been good. Yeah. And then Jordan Romano coming in to close. Guy's like a rock star.
Yeah, it's perfect.
It's fun to watch.
Right, yeah. So
yeah, it's been good. And then I think the bats and the offense is like that's going to be their bread and butter. That's what we're known for, which I think is probably the most exciting thing for the fan base. It's exactly what MLB needs.
Yeah,
they need a team of young talent, guys that are fun to watch. Yeah, really fun. You're hearing like attendance is up in opposing stadiums when they're showing up because everyone wants to watch them. They're just a fun team to watch. And I'm going to say it right now. I'm incredibly jealous of Bo Bichette's hair.
It's so good. Jealous. That's so good. The team looks like they have a ton of fun.
Just a ton of fun. That's why it's fun to watch.
You know what's fun to watch and a really fun team? Have you seen, I don't know if you've seen this yet, but HBO's Winning Time, the Lakers legacy.
No, I haven't. I haven't seen it yet.
Oh my God. You gotta watch this thing. It is hilarious. They make Jerry, I think Jerry West is like suing HBO.
I read this. Yeah. He said he'll take it all the way to the Supreme Court.
They make him look like an absolute lunatic. It's so good. It's so good. And it's reckless. Like there's so many little things I didn't know, like Magic Johnson turning down a shoe deal, like with Nike. That Nike approached him and it would have been worth like $5 billion or something like that. And he got like $100K from, I think it was Converse or something. There's some really funny, like Paula Abdul, the first Laker girl. Didn't know that one.
God,
I'm ruining this all with spoilers for you, but what I'm telling you is it is hilarious. It's an over exaggeration of everybody, but it is pretty darn entertaining show.
Wow. Yeah, I got to check it out. I've heard a lot of really good things about it. I did see the Jerry West thing.
Jerry West, the logo.
Being the so livid about it.
Maniac. Yeah, like if he's watching that, he must just be like, this is ridiculous. Like it's like the worst portrayal of a character, a real life character. That's an exaggeration I've ever seen.
What do you think he knew? Do you think he knew in advance, or was he like?
I bet you
he sat down all excited.
Someone had to tip him off. They're like, "Hey, apparently you don't look that great in this." And then the actor is hilarious because like they make him just like the most over the top, insane man ever. It's great.
But I would love to know that. Like,
just like breaking the top off,
or he's just so excited, sits down to watch it. He's got his popcorn. He's like, "Hey, all right." Like, did he know in advance that it was?
It's crazy. What I will say about the show is I've never stopped the show so much to go Google stuff about that scenario, that thing. Like, there's just so much of that. Like when Jerry Buss buys the team, like that, his daughter running certain parts of it. It's a really, really good show. Highly, highly recommend. Check it out. Nice. Free plug for HBO. There you go.
Free plug for HBO. I like it, man. I will check that one out. All right. This was like an all Toronto episode. Let's
go.
Lots, like we said, it's fun. Yeah. Great time to be a Toronto sports fan. So much to look forward to. We're going to talk some more, obviously, about the NHL playoffs. We're going to track the Leafs' progress here, see what the Raptors do tomorrow night. Big W coming. Big one. I feel they got to get that.
I'm cool. Not too high. Not too low.
7. And then it's going to be fun watching the Jays over the course of the summer. But we're also going to talk about some other things next weekend. Get back to the ponies. Get to the whip.
Let's go. It's been too long since we had a pony talk.
Can't wait. I know. And I think the Kentucky Derby on both of our lists for must attend sporting events.
Are you saying you want to get on a plane, Luke? Do we do a shoot down? Why don't we just check the ticket price? Just out of curiosity. Let's just
have a peek.
Have a peek.
Yeah. Like a fly in, fly out.
That's it.
You know what I mean?
It. Yeah.
It'd be so much fun. Would you go full get up? Like, would you go top hat? Would you find something?
Oh man, bring back the top hat. Hey, what a look that was. It was so classy.
It was.
Never classy. But yeah, it would be nice to dress up a little bit.
Yeah. Well, either way, we're going to talk about the ponies.
Let's do it.
We're going to go deep on the strategy. There was lots of controversy last year.
Remember like the winner, like, it was like
what was that guy's
drug
name?
Was he on steroids or something? I can't remember.
The horse was all doped up.
Yeah.
And remember the owner had those real shitty looking blue sunglasses.
Yeah.
Or was it the trainer, whoever it was? Oh man, fun times. I love betting on the horses. So all right, so we're gonna cover that next week. That'll be a fun one. In the meantime, go Raps, go.
Let's go.
Wrap up the NHL season here. Continue following the Jays. Fun time to be a Toronto sports fan. Thanks very much for listening, guys. If you like what you hear and you want to learn a little bit more about how to get better at betting, be sure to subscribe, like, follow, comment. We want to hear from you.